What's up, vinyl community? It's Cliff, the Vinyl Cheapskate, coming with another video. Missed my Friday drinking music video this week. I had my sister-in-law visiting, and my basement is the guest room, so no music this weekend. But what we do have for you today is the Vinyl Tag 2022, the Metal Tag. So, doing the Metal Tag, answering those questions, and yeah, cheers. Hope everybody had a good New Year. Everybody's been having a good couple weeks. Weird for a Monday video. Drinking Murphy Stout on a weekday. Only having one though. I can still have one. What we're listening to right now is this here, Criminal Damage. Sick. Punk rock stuff from Portland, Oregon. One of the brothers Burdett is in that band. From Tragedy fame. Pretty sweet. Great record if you can find it. Anyway, let's get started. The Metal Tag 2022. I need my notes. I forget what they are. So, first question. Show a reissue from 2021. I'm not sure if this is cheating, but I got an unofficial reissue that my wife got me for Christmas. It's the Black Sabbath Tar. Pretty sweet. I've been meaning to put this in my collection for a while, and I was super stoked that my wife picked it up on clear vinyl. I just showed this on my last video, but I couldn't think of a one from 2021. So this is the best reissue slash a reissue I'm pretty sure was put out in 2021. Next, band I discovered in 2021, Witch Killer from Metal Blade Records. I think that these guys were kind of a one and done type deal. But I was doing my podcast, Daily Metal Podcast. Check us out on Spotify, Simplecast. And a friend of mine mentioned this band when we were just bullshitting afterwards. And he said his mom gave him this record and it ruled. So I looked it up and it did rule, and I found a decent copy on Discogs for real cheap and picked it up. Next, an outstanding vocal performance. So for this one, I picked Rainbow Rising. How are you not gonna pick Dio for an outstanding vocal performance? And this one I think is probably one of my favorite Dio vocal performances. Definitely my favorite Rainbow album. And this is just where Dio is just completely on point. It's like right after he comes off of being an elf and comes after being an elf, and I really think that he came into this strong. But yeah, sweet Rainbow Rising, Oyster / Polydor press, and yeah, sick stuff. Rainbow Rising. Yeah, I know you're gonna. Rainbow Rising, sick stuff. I'm putting everything back because I just cleaned this room for my sister-in-law to come, and it's nice having it in good shape. I recorded a room tour video real quick on Saturday, but I was holding the phone the wrong way and it looked terrible, so I didn't keep it. Next, gap filler. My gap filler is Bathory, Under the Sign of the Black Mark. This was a gaping hole. It's just black vinyl, black mark labels. I don't think you need to see all that. But this was a gaping hole in my Bathory collection. I had the first two, and then I had Blood, Fire, Death, and that one was just, it just bugged me so bad that I didn't have the first four. I had to do it. Cheap pickup. Cheap pickup is this Iron Maiden. Made in Japan. Got this for $6 on a deal from, and it's original pressing. $6 on Facebook Marketplace. Somebody was selling this and one other thing for cheap, and had to go for this. $6 for Made in Japan. Maiden's been having a premium over the last couple years, so when you find cheap Maiden, you gotta jump. Favorite artwork. Let's see. My favorite artwork for this year. Well, I'm going my favorite artwork that I own a copy of. And this is a double because it's got my favorite track from the year too. But Hooded Menace, this artwork's sick. I think it's a cool little skull bell, magic coming out of his mouth. Weird Grim Reaper guy ringing the skull bell. My favorite track, Blood Ornaments. Excellent track. Great record. This was my album of the year for metal. And check it out if you get a chance. Hooded Menace, the Tritonius Bell. The track Blood Ornaments. And my favorite artwork. Earworm. For an Earworm, it's a record that I don't own, but it's the whole album of Kek the Rock, Pale Swordsman. That whole album's an Earworm. All the way through. If I listen to that album, I've got those riffs ringing through my head for days afterwards. Kek the Rock, Pale Swordsman. 2 albums to be culled. I just got 2 that are on my. Just gonna show you 2 that are on my. And these, I just never listen to these, and I put them at a price where if somebody really wants them, they'll buy them and enjoy them way more than me. This is Catharsis Passion and Catharsis Newborn Split, Arsonist Prayer. So I just never listen to these anymore. They're good albums, but just don't listen to them. Band You've Gone Off. I'll say Mastodon. Can't do Mastodon anymore. I like their first 4 records. This was the last one that I liked of theirs. After that, I can't dive into their proggy stuff. This is about as proggy as I can get with this band. And I actually sold one of my records, one of these, earlier this year, earlier last year, because I needed money, and I was like, I'm never gonna listen to it again. So Mastodon's one that I've gone off a bit. 90s album. So, if you like deep, throaty death metal vocals, Demolish, Nespitine, or Nespith. From the 90s death metal stuff. Really cool, interesting stuff. Check them out if you get a chance and you like death metal. They're well worth it. 7-inch single. So this single made me really want an album. Shadowlands, Lost City. Look at this band. Look at those guys. Cool stuff. Shadowland. epic 8-minute song. I'm going to go with the title track of this one, The Bees Made Honey in a Lion's Skull, epic 8-minute track or more. All the songs on this are basically more than 8 minutes. Earth does drony doom stuff, super epic, really good stuff. So Earth. My opinion on Record Store Day is not for me. Music, something in my music setup I'd like to change. I'd like to get a better CD player sometime. Right now I'm just rocking a thrift store CD player. I'd like to get like a legit one, new CD player. And it doesn't have to be something great. Even if I could find one of those old Yamahas brand new, or those newer Yamahas or something brand new. I just want a new one because I want it to last as long as possible. And this one seems like it might be getting on its last leg. Biggest disappointment, musical disappointment, is that Nickelback announced a new album and they said they have death metal influences. Ugh. Sounds horrible. That's my biggest musical disappointment. That Nickelback is putting out a new album in general, but then they're going to say they have death metal influences. Horrible. Horrible. Album I'm looking forward to. That'd be the new Abath album that I saw briefly mentioned on Season of Mist. Says that they put a little thing on Instagram and it had a bunch of the stuff they're putting out, and Abath was on there. If Abath puts out a new album, I'll be stoked. Another one, an album. All right. Someone I'd like to see release a solo album. I'm just gonna go with Sayor is gonna put out they saw the same teaser. Sayor, they're a one-man black metal group, so it's already a solo group, but that would be good. I'm excited about that one. I'd be excited about that one. Placeholder, I'm waiting to get in better condition. I've got 2 of these. Really, I just want to get one that has a cover that I didn't draw. Venom Possessed on Combat. The record's actually in decent shape. It's just, it came with no cover. And another one that I'd like to replace. Another one I made my own cover for. Witchfind, Cloak and Dagger. But this one, if you look at it, if you could see it, I don't know if you could see it, but there's like yeah, there you go. You can see it there. Somebody scribbled on this thing with magic marker. And besides that, it's fine. But like, I also want a cover, but it's a good explosion press. But somebody scribbled on it with magic marker and it kind of sucks. And an album I'm yet to pick up. There's a bunch of those. That Keck the Rock album, Pale Swordsman, is one that I'm yet to pick up that I really, really want. The new Stormkeep album I'm yet to pick up, but I did pre-order it, so don't know if that counts, but that's one. And the Shadowland full length, that 7-inch that I picked up makes me want to buy. But yeah, that's it. Metal Tag 2022. Thanks for watching, guys. Give me a like and a subscribe because it helps other people see my channels. So, anyway, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Cheers.